On this bumpy beer tasting, I've got another one from Trillium Brewing Company out of Massachusetts, Boston, Canton. And I've done the Grand Caravan IPA before, which was I believe a West Coast style IPA. I can't remember if it was double or not, but I'm not sure what the difference is with the Club series, but this one's the Grand Caravan Club. It is a double IPA. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe the other ones are single IPAs and this is a double. It doesn't say West Coast IPA on it, though. I believe the other one was. And this comes in at 8% ABV even. Well, there you go. I do love these dashboard series from Trillium. Not saying that I like all of the beers from the dashboard series, but I just think that it's really cool having a picture of like some old vehicles from when I was growing up, you know. So let's go ahead and crack this one open. There was a canned on date on this too. Let's check that out. July 20th, so that puts this a little over a month old at this point. Give that kind of a hard pour right down the center. Build that head up. Yeah, so it definitely looks more like either an American IPA, West Coast style IPA. It's got a sudsy white head. It's gold yellow coloration. It's clear. It's got like maybe a little bit of like a slight haze to it, but for the most part, it's pretty damn clear. It's a beautiful looking brew. So yeah, maybe the clubs are just the double IPA form of whatever the regular dashboard is. We'll see. Maybe we can figure this out together. Some aromas out of this one. Yeah, so it seems to have a little bit of like a grapefruit, maybe what's that freaking orange there that grows out in Valencia orange there? Kind of a sweeter orange maybe versus navel. Valencia, I think that's like a town or whatever in Cali, right? Ooh, I got like a little bit of a kind of a berry hit there. Yeah, it seems kind of grapefruit, orange citrus-like, and maybe a little bit of a berryness to it. Could throw in some floral type notes. All right, let's go ahead and take our first sip. So cheers. All right, so it does have some malt sweetness to it. It's on the bready side. There's a little bit of a graininess to it. Kind of follows mid to end of palate on the graininess, but yeah, it starts off with like kind of a sweet bread note. And there's just orange, citrusy tone right up front with that. It does go towards the bitter side quite rapidly off of that. So like mid palate, starting noticing the bitterness, and also the more that you drink, it just seems to be one of those building block bitternesses. So first sip, it was kind of down here. Second sip, now it's getting it's starting to build on top of that. Creating a much more bitter note to the beer. It does seem to be, I'd say, it carries that citrus tone kind of all the way through, but it does, once the bitterness really starts to kick in, it's more along the lines of like a piney and a grassy bitterness. So I'd say that this one is like definitely a West Coast style IPA. Seems to just kind of be following suit with most of those notes. minus the caramel malt. I don't know if all West Coast IPAs from the West Coast really have that kind of caramel note, or if that's just certain breweries that do that or whatever. But yeah, this one doesn't have that, which I'm kind of grateful for it, because we can do a little bit, just a touch of like a caramel, but if it becomes just overly caramel flavor, I think it just destroys the beer, distracts from a nice refreshing drink. So this doesn't have any caramel type notes in it at all, so I don't mind. And if you're like a true West Coasty, like, and that's your favorite style of IPA, I don't know, let me know. Is it not really a West Coast if it doesn't have that, or does it really matter? It's 8% alcohol. I mean, that's not like crazy high at all, but I mean, it is a double IPA. I'd say that besides the bitterness level of this, which I'd say is high, it drinks more like a lesser ABV. More like the high 6 to 7 range. It's kind of how it drinks. Ooh, body. I didn't really even talk about that. Yeah, I'd say it's spot on middle medium body to this. Carbonation it's moderately carbonated. It's not overly carbonated. It's not undercarbonated. It's just everything's kind of balanced in the center. Everything's balanced in the center except for the bitterness. The bitterness is higher than any sweetness that you get out of this beer, which is nice. And it's not a harsh bitterness, I think, which is doubly nice. So there's some flavor content to the bitterness. I was going to say something else. Oh, yes. It does leave the palate pretty dry on the finish. So, yeah. I think they did a decent job with this one. It's not, like, blowing my mind. Definitely not my favorite West Coast style IPA that I've ever had, but it's decent enough. I don't find many issues with it. Could it have more? Yeah, I guess that's the issue. It could have some more to it, better flavors, or not better flavors, like added amounts of flavor over kind of the base. Yeah, it's citrusy. Yeah, it's piney. More citrus, maybe. I think that'd be a key thing. Also, if it gave off like the pine note was more like less of a generic, just kind of like it's got that kind of thing going for it. If it was more like that, you get like the balsam pine type, or you get that pine needle type thing, then I think that would be better. I want some more spruce tip beers. I like spruce tip beers. I'm not sure if I've ever had one that I didn't really enjoy for those. But anyways, I think, decent job. Nothing blowing my mind. It's right in that 4. I'd give it like a 4.1 out of 5. I think that's like low end, very good. I think that's the lowest end of very good. But anyways, cheers, and you said it, Cooper. Thanks for watching.